Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy back again with a new video. I hope you guys enjoy. So this video is going to be a little bit different. So this is the reason why there was no Monday video this weekend. Basically, I wanted to do a new formulated video. Like, as I said last week, I wanted to kind of figure out how to do everything, sort of one video of each sport a week. And this is pretty much how I figured out how to do it. So we're going to go through the top 3 fantasy performers of all the weekend instead of every single team. Then we're going to go through the team list, how each team's traveling. And then we're going to go through my fantasy squad. And obviously, we got no trades left, so there's not too much to talk about with fantasy. But an exciting end of the year. We're in for the final series of all our fantasy leagues and stuff. So ride it all the way to the end. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. So firstly, as I said, we got to do top 3 fantasy players overall on the weekend. So the top 3 were Reese Robson with 84 points. Amazing game from him with the Cowboys, even going down to the Roosters. He's performing amazing this weekend. Well, overall, this whole season, he's been really, really nice. So, well done, Reese. Dave Fafita with 83 points. Big game from him. Obviously, that massive barnstorming run really helped him in this one. But also, you know, he's a really nice edge back roller. Just does all the other stuff he needs to do. And then when he does stuff like this, everyone expects him to do it every single week. So, 83 points, really good for him. And Talata Armone, so Junior Armone, he killed it on the weekend. So 83 points against all these 3 guys are all for losing squads, which is crazy to think about. And Armone had an amazing game for him and just couldn't get to the Chockies with the Dragons. So now running through the team list of the weekend. So first game, we got the Rabbits versus the Panthers. Not too many changes here. We got Liam Martin coming in, even though having an ankle injury from last week. The Rabbits looking really, really nice at the moment, really clicking. Latrell was thought to be out for a couple of weeks with a groin strain, but I think it's been subsided. I'm not too sure. So Latrell has been named, so we'll have to see how we go. Campbell Graham is back into that center role. It's going to be a really good game. I think I got the Panthers one. Oh, nah. I got the Rabbits 1-12 in this one. I think the Rabbits can do it, definitely. If they do it, it's a big one. Obviously, still, Panthers, no Nathan Cleary, no Luai. Next game, we got the Wars versus the Cowboys, and you know the Wars. At the moment, we just can't name a normal team list. I can't understand it. I'm such a positive guy. This is so crazy. But Bunty Afala is not a 13, and Josh Curran is sitting at 17 on the bench. Like, why? Like, Joshy has been one of our best forwards for the last 2 seasons, and he's been, you know, the key focal point for our team. I really don't understand, unless he's carrying injury and we're trying to really, bring him back to minutes. And I don't know, but hopefully when Andrew Webster comes in, this is all changes. Like, we need Joshy in the team to win games. Other than that, with the Cowboys, pretty much top to bottom, very similar team from last week, or pretty much the same team from last week. Definitely worrying signs for us. But the way we perform on the weekend, I expect us to take that to North Queensland and hopefully get the win there. I know Mount Smart is the place where we're playing amazing footy at the moment, but you know, I think we got Wars 1-12. But if you're a smart man, because I'm a Warriors fan, go Cowboys 1-12. Next game, we got the Broncos versus Storm, and the big in, obviously, Jerome Hughes is back in the 7 role for the Storm. Storm played really, really nicely last week. Defensively, just outstanding. And Cam Munster has been named at that 6 role, but I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps playing that number 1 role. He's been killing it there. With the Broncos, other than, I think Kobe Harrington 13 there. We got, obviously, Payne, Haas, Flegler, all performing really well the last couple of weeks. Tamari Martin at number 1 definitely changed the outlook of the Broncos last week. They looked a lot better out back with him. Even though I really rate Tessie, I think Tessie's a really nice player. I think Tamari is just a little bit more classy at the moment. And, you know, Tessie will grow into that player. In this one, I got Storm 1-12. I think the Storm are going to really get over the Bronx. But the Broncos, I think they just need to come out and just stamp their authority and really give it to the Storm and see how they go. Next game, we got the Eels versus Bulldogs. And with the Eels, we got Mitchell Moses back in. And that's a massive in for the Eels. Definitely coming into the final series is definitely a player they need back. Obviously, last week, they looked a little bit flat. This week, you know, they should be coming in and looking a lot nicer. With the Doggies, not too many changes. They got a Harrison Edwards at number 11. If you guys know too much about him, comment down below what you think. With the Doggies at the moment, obviously coming off that loss against the Wars, it's a bit sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So in this one, we got the Eels 1-12, I think. I think the Doggies are going to really turn up because they lost last week, and I think the Eels are going to turn up. So it's going to be a close game. We're going Eels 1-12. Seagulls, Sharks coming up next. So the Seagulls coming off a loss last week against the Titans, and then they did not look great at all, unfortunately. hopefully players like DCE and Foreign pick it up for him. No Jake Trbojevic out with injury. That kind of sucks for them. Dylan Walker's filling out that 13 role. With the Sharkies, looked really, really nice overall. They've had a really nice season, building into the finals. Really, really wins with the Tigers and that. They looked really good. So Lockie Miller's looking nice. Cade Dyke's looking really slick. I think the Sharks get it done 13 plus. Mighty old Roosters clicking into gear. So we got the Roosters versus the Tigers. Again, not too much to talk about. Both team lists are very, very similar from last week. Obviously, the Roosters clicking into gear. Joey Manu's playing amazing. Joseph Suwali's playing sick. Luke Keary, awesome. James Tedesco, awesome. With the Tigers, top to bottom, pretty much the same as last week. They did have a little bit more grit, but it's just without Jacko Hastings, I feel so sorry for him. Shout out to Luke Gardner. I really rate him as a player. Hopefully he goes well, scores a nice meaty. Fanua Bolle is sitting on the bench again, but he'll probably get a lot more minutes too because he's been playing really nicely the last couple of weeks. We got the Roosters 13 plus in this one though. First game of the Sunday, we got the Dragons versus the Titans, and the Dragons coming off a really close loss last week. Probably should have got the penalty, but that's karma. Kind of off like the last game that happened. Not too many changes there. I think they performed really nicely last week anyway. So they're still missing players like Moses Sully in that, which sucks for them. But I don't really see him cracking that 8 spot, unfortunately. And over to the Titans, they played really, really lovely against the Seagulls. Killed it, 44 points against them. I think it was 44, but anyway. Dave Fafita had that really amazing break. Why do I keep saying lovely? Weird cunt. Overall, looks really nice. I think I'm going to go Dragons 1-12 in this one. I think the Dragons are just more grittier. But the Titans, well done last week. Last game of the weekend, we got the Knights versus the Raiders. And obviously the Knights, no Anali Tuala, no Bradman Best. So that's a big outs there. We got a young bloke jumping in the spot there. Don't know too well. So I'm excited to see how he goes. But I just think the Knights just in that rut at the moment. And with all the media just circling around him, getting news stories out, it kind of sucks for him. But with the Raiders, obviously getting a really close win last week. But, we'll have to see how it goes this week. They should be able to get it done 13 plus. I'd be very disappointed if they don't. So, Raiders 13 plus. So your boy came away with the win last week with 1,073 points. So we are definitely into the preliminary finals of the Yellowstone. So it's going to be a tough matchup with Big Haas that we're matching up against. Hopefully it's a good week for us and we can get into that grand final at Yellowstone. It would make my season, really. With that other league, the Game League, shout out to Brody. I'm playing you this week. It's going to be a really good game. He's had a really nice squad, scoring really nice points at the end of the season here. So I'm excited. This game will choose who to go to the grand final. So massive game for us. Hopefully we go well. We'll have to see how we go. But yeah, it's going to be a really, really close one. So we'll quickly run through the team and how we went of the weekend. So 1,073 points is what we scored in round 22. Overall score is 17,000 points. Overall ranked is 15,000 and round 22 rank was 554. So we had a really nice round 22. With the team, so Nico Hines, 148 points on the captain. Amazing game from him. Other big games, obviously, Munster with 81, Cam Murray with 80, Dave Fafita with 83, Harry Grant in a really nice win, 70 points. Really great games from those boys. Suwali's really clicking into gear for me too, so that's really, really nice. With our bench, Reed Marnie with 69, Jason Tamalolo with 38, Dewey with 73 and had a really nice game in a loss. So it's great to have him in the squad, definitely. And Fanua Bolle with 43 points. So this is a team that hopefully we can get all the way through to our finals and hopefully take out the grand finals this year. Not too many changes coming into this week. I've got no more trades. This is the way the team is going to look. Fingers crossed we get all the way through to the grand final and win it all for everyone. But if you enjoy this sort of video, this is kind of the new formulation I want to do. As I said, Wednesdays, it's going to be my NRL fantasy. Coming up soon is NFL fantasy, so stay tuned, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to see when that happens. I want to do a live stream for the draft for our team coming into that year, so get excited. Other than that, nothing really much else to touch on. Hope you guys are all well. Thank you so much. Peace out.